Start the recording. So welcome everyone to week 2 of the cardiac meditation group. Today what I'm planning to do is do a little bit about alignment. So review what we did last week. If anyone has any questions about that, you can certainly put that out there today. And we're also going to be doing some back breathing. Has anyone done back breathing before? No? Oh, okay, great. Well, you're gonna love this breath. It's amazing. It's extremely good for stress reduction because the back is where most of our muscles of relaxation are, and body feels really relaxed when we have a nice big open breath. So I'll teach you one technique of back breathing anyway, which hopefully you'll find handy. And back breathing is great because you can do it anywhere. Nobody even necessarily knows you're doing it. So it's good for that kind of thing. And the last thing we'll do today, the meditation part, when we go into the meditation, will be a lying down meditation. So that's what the email was about. I'd sent not too long ago, just asking you to have 3 positions available today. One is just sitting, but the first alignment will be standing. You don't need to be in the screen when you're standing up. That's totally fine. And of course, when you're lying down, you also don't need to be in the screen. You just need to be able to hear me, see me and hear me for the back breathing, and just hear me for the lying down meditation. So you just need to hear what I'm saying. Okay, good. Just a review of last week. Welcome to the people who weren't here last week. There were a couple of people that weren't able to make it or weren't aware of it, that kind of thing. So welcome to the new people. And any questions from those of you who were here last week?
Any suggestions for sound or music in the background when you're meditating?
Yes, I do. I have my favorite. There's several, but my most favorite is oh my goodness, John Scott. Just wait, let me look him up. Zen meditation for Zen. So sorry. Just wait, I have to look it up. But I have used it before in the class, but if I record it on YouTube, if I record it for the YouTube video, I can't, there's some copyright rules around that. So I can't really do it without getting permission, and getting permission is not easy. I tried. So,
I was thinking something along the lines of running water or rain.
Absolutely. Yes. Are you on Spotify?
Yeah, but it lasted 1 minute, and I don't know how to get it to go on an hour.
Oh, yeah. Well,
already cut out.
Okay. Well, let me explore that, but I know there's ways. If you're on Spotify, I'll send you a link.
Okay.
There's lots of that on there. Even on YouTube, there probably is, as well as SoundCloud, which is where I have. So this relaxation that I'm going to do today, I have it recorded to music on SoundCloud, to this Zen meditation So it is on there, and you should be able to look that up. SoundCloud's just like YouTube, kind of. It's another site or app, whatever, and you can do this whole meditation that I'm doing today on there. It's really nice to do before you go to sleep. But let me look up I better write myself a note here to look up the sounds, like water sounds or nature sounds. Does anyone else know a good place for that?
Not specifically right now, but I was going to ask Nick if his Spotify controller has a repeat or a loop button on it. Like if you look...
have a little hockey puck one. Alexa, hockey puck. You know the...
Oh, I see. Okay.
I use timer.
I'll figure it out. I just tried it like 10 minutes ago, so I'll figure it out.
You can find it out on iMusic as well. They
Oh.
have lots of meditation ones, so you can save it and you can repeat it as much as you can.
Nice. iMusic. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Good. Or Stuart, were you going to say something? Or wait, that's not Marathon.
Yes. Yeah. I use Insight Timer, the app, and there's all kinds of background sounds for meditation. And that's a free app, meditation app.
Nice. Okay, good. Thank you. Anyone else have any ideas? Now that we're brainstorming music.
I have Chopra for the whole year, and there's a little mini meditation every day. It's about 8 minutes or 9 minutes, which is something easy, and I'll do it. So
Right, that's the most important piece is something easy and I'll do it. Right? Yes. Good. Here's Doug. Okay. Good. Okay. Any other questions or comments about last week or anything coming up at all? Did anyone meditate the last week? Yeah. Good. In between when we met last and this week? Couple people. Okay. Good. Good. Well, I can send you a copy of the meditation that we did last week. Would anyone like me to do that? Would you like me to send you the copy of that? Okay. I'll just send it to everybody. I like that one because it, what like Kara was saying, you know, it's really easy and I'll do it. For me, I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, but I always come back to that one. It's just so simple and just always bringing your attention back to your breath. You know, I have a little app that's called Meditation Timer. It looks like that. Little brown guy, and it's just what it does. You can set it for as long as you want. Mine's set for 20 minutes, and it has a little bell, a little singing bowl. They just tap that halfway through at 10 minutes. So I kind of know when 10 minutes is. I mean, if I train myself, I can know when 20 minutes is up without even looking. But this is really nice and easy too, the little meditation timer. And then at the end, they give you 2 little dings to tell you, okay, that's the end. And yeah, I just find that so easy, and it's such a nice little sound. And it's very simple. And it's free. But I have a whole list of meditation apps and different things people over the years have suggested to me. And I'm going to add the ones that people had mentioned today, and I'll send that out to you as well. Okay. But whatever works, you know, I'm really open about meditation, that, you know, if you're sitting quietly, great. The one question that I sometimes get, which I'll just talk about a little bit, is sometimes people will say, you know, I find running meditative, or I find swimming meditative, or walking, or whatever, which is true. But there is a bit of a difference between sitting and quieting the mind and, you know, going for a run. And the difference is, a friend of mine helped me identify it. He's done master meditation training in California. And he said that's more like focus. So when we're running or swimming and we have a focus, and we go into some kind of zone, that's more focus than meditation per se. There is such a thing called mindfulness meditation, which is doing things with mindfully, right? So for example, if you're going out for a walk, you're not just like zooming, like, what time is it? Like, am I done my walk yet? You're actually taking in what you're seeing. You're like, oh, there's a tree. It's so green. There's those flowers, though they're really nice. Oh, the air, it's so nice and fresh today. you're really taking in what's happening in the moment. So that's really about mindfulness. You can even do mindfulness meditation while doing the dishes. And this is just really taking, being aware of what you're doing. And, you know, I like to add in gratitude, right? Being just grateful for the fact that we have, you know, fresh, clean water to wash dishes. We have dishes. We have a roof over our head. Just remembering those things as you're doing the dishes, and it makes it much more enjoyable, I think. Something that be kind of mundane and just another thing I have to do, but just being really grateful for all that we have. Anyway, those are some thoughts about mindfulness and sort of defining meditation. Okay, well, let's get going for today then, because we've got lots to do and a little bit of time. So the first thing is the alignment. So if you have somewhere close by where you are to stand up, then please do that. I've tried to make my lighting a little bit better today because I know it was hard to see me. Whoops, last time. Okay, I'm not sure if I succeeded at making it easier to see me. One more adjustment here. There. Okay, the feet. The feet are a little tricky. So I'll try to do that. If you want to see me better, it's actually the YouTube video following is really good. But I'll come up a little bit closer. So what you're doing with the feet is, if you look at my foot, there's this side of my foot. There's a little pad that comes out. So as we get older, this little pad starts to get pushed out further and further. And that changes the alignment of our entire body. So what you want to do is you want to tuck it under, and I'll show you how to do that. So as you're standing, you're just tucking under your foot. So you're turning your foot to the side, and just as though you're pushing that little pad on the side of the foot under, and your toes are up. So bring your toes up, and then set your foot down. Okay, so that's the right foot, and that will help reset your feet and your knees and your hips and your shoulders, all your whole body. All right, and the other foot, just tuck that pad over on the left foot, and if you need something to balance, grab onto a chair or something. And that part doesn't matter. You don't need to be able to balance in this position, especially as you first start doing it. So you put your pads under and then lift your toes up and then set your toes down. All right, so now your feet, so this will take a little bit to get used to if you haven't really done it. Or if the pads under your feet are really splaying out to the side, which they might. That happens. All right, so that's the first part, is your feet. The second part is your knees. So everyone has their own habits with your knees. Some people's knees go in and out like that. And my knees tend to go in and out. So I'm gonna try and put my knees together. So you wanna try and put your knees together and have a look down at your legs. Do your legs look fairly straight? Do your knees look like they're in the right position? Are they facing straight out? That's where we want them. At least we want to work towards that, right? If you have sometimes we have injuries and that causes our legs to do different things, our knees to do different things. So you just want to work with that. Okay, so that's the knees. So just stay there, don't move. I'm going to turn to the side, but you don't need to. So when you turn to the side, this part, and again, I'll just come closer so you can see my hips a little bit. So what I'm doing with my hips is, some of us have a tendency to collapse completely forward, and some of us have a tendency to tip our hips up. And what you want to do is come right into the center. So not collapsed, not tipped back, but into the center, okay? And sometimes if you just, and in fact, this is a really nice thing to do if you're sitting for long periods of time. just to rock back and forth. My chiropractor just told me to do that, and it's really made such a difference for my back. Feels so much better because I do a lot of sitting. So wow, it just feels so great just to do that. Tilt your pelvis forward and back. But anyway, for this purpose, just bring your pelvis right into the center. And then the next part is your rib cage, right? So again, the rib cage, it can also, as I come closer, it can also tip up or it can collapse under. And we just want to be in the center. Yeah. And that can really change the way our body looks too. It's really nice. If we have good posture, we have a total different energy about us, really. So it's really important. And the next thing is your shoulders. So bring your elbows in close to your sides. Your palms are facing up. And you're just bringing your hands out to the side. And what that does is it brings your shoulders back. All right? And then, without moving your shoulders too much, let your hands go down, and you can release your hands into their normal position. Now, you'll notice mine are still sticking out because they've kind of gotten used to being in this position, right, with my shoulders forward. So I'm really working on training them to come back a little bit more. Even a little bit, any little bit helps, right? And we can do that by stretching through the shoulders. You know, if you stand in a doorway and stretch your shoulders back, right? All right, but anyway, for now, just setting them back. And the last part is the head. So your head, we have a tendency to do this if we collapse. So you want to push your chin back without making it go up too high, right? You want your chin just level, but not sticking out forward. You want to push it back. And we're going to work a little bit on that too when we're meditating, so that we give a chance to the whole body just to be flat on the floor. All right. Okay, so do a little scan, starting with your feet. So those pads are tucked under. Toes are nice and wide. I didn't mention that. Bring your toes nice and wide. That opens up your whole body. Lots of meridians that start in your feet. So really important to have nice open feet. So the more you can stretch your feet, your toes wide, the better it is. Your knees are touching, at least your kneecaps are facing forward as much as you can. Your hips are in the middle. Rib cage nicely in the middle, not popping out. And your shoulders are back. And your chin is back. All right. So this is the position that we want to meditate in. If you can remember this from and you'll notice that when you stand up, your hips are not completely flat, right? Our spine is in an S curve. So when you're sitting, you want to give your hips a little boost forward so that they can tip forward a tiny bit. Otherwise, what it looks like is this. And that's not a great position to meditate in, right? We want to be sitting like that. So you can help yourself. That's why people have those cushions that are tilted forward. And I'll show you my new chair once I get it. It's going to be a while. Hopefully I get it before the class ends. But it's going to be, yeah, it's exciting. Okay, so now come to a seated position. Actually, I'll move you a bit closer to me. I'll move the screen a bit closer. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is some back breathing. And as I said, the benefits of the back breathing are that it's directly connected to the relaxation response. So if we're feeling anxious or stressed, or we just want to keep ourselves in that calm place on a daily basis, the back breath's really helpful. So if you can imagine that my hands are on your back they would look like this. So my thumbs are going on either side of your spine, and my fingers are on the rib cage. So you can't do this for yourself. You just imagine this in your mind. Oh, I need a little, I'll have to get a little model or something so I can show you, but basically this is what it looks like on your back. So if I was to show you on my back, it would be somewhere around this part of my back. All right, so my hands would look like this on my back. But you're just going to imagine that someone's hands are on your back like this. And what's going to happen is when you inhale slowly and steady to the count of 4, you're going to expand. And as you exhale slowly and steady to the count of 4, your hands will come together. So that's basically what your rib cage is going to look like. It's going to expand and deflate. Expand and deflate. Okay, so in your seated position, you can give your hips that little tilt forward, even better. Obviously, not everyone's knees go right down, and that's kind of hurting my knee, so I'm putting a little blanket under it. But if you have something to put under your legs, if your legs are like this, have something like right up so they can rest, so your legs can rest on under your knees. Good. Okay, so get up sitting nice and tall. We'll do this together. We'll do this 3 times, and I'm gonna count the breaths for you. We're gonna inhale to 4, slow and steady, and exhale to 4, slow and steady. And you're just gonna imagine, if you can't quite do it yet, just imagine that your rib cage is expanding and contracting. And we'll practice this again another week. So you don't have to get it this first week, but if you can try and practice it, it's really useful. All right. So just take a nice exhalation and breathe. Just normal breath for now. And then after the next exhalation, inhale slow and steady to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1, and then inhale into your back to the count of 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. If I'm too slow for you, just go on your own pace and inhale again to your back. 1, 2, 3, 4, and exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. And then just come back to a normal breath. Good. Any questions about that? The back breath? Does everyone have it? The other thing to focus on is your shoulders. So if you're breathing in to your chest, the tendency will be to do this. So you want to relax your shoulders when you're doing this. So you don't want your shoulders to come up. When you inhale, you just feel that breath in your back.
Yeah, excuse me, but we're not supposed to be moving the shoulders, right? When we inhale.
Yeah, ideally not, right?
Okay.
They might move a little, but for the most part, you don't want your shoulders coming up to your ears or anything like that, right? You want to try and keep them relaxed. Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions about that breath? And you can use that for relaxation, or if you're in pain or anxious, whatever's going on for you, you can just try and use that back breath. But it's good to practice it when you're not stressed, because then when you are stressed, it's easier, it'll come easier. So if you can practice, you know, just even 3 breaths every night, every morning, something like that, whenever you think of it, when you have a moment, and it'll bring your overall stress level down so that if something does become stressful, maybe you won't feel so overwhelmed, right? It'll just keep everything a little bit lower, a little easier. Okay, good. So now, the moment you've all been waiting for, you get to lie down. And what I want you to do when you lie down is remember that standing position that you were in. So look something like this if I was lying back. If you can lie down with as little under your head as possible. So if you can lie down on something fairly flat, fairly firm, with nothing under your head, that's great. If you need a little support under your head because your neck hurts, then go ahead and do that. You want to be comfortable. It's really important. But we also want to let the spine just sink down into the earth. So get yourself in a comfortable lying position. And you're gonna have your feet will not be, you're gonna let your feet just relax out to the side. They'll just naturally fall out to the side, so just let them do that. And you want your arms just by your sides with your palms facing up. And your head ideally is as straight as it can be on the ground. So this is called, I'm going to do a Shavasana, which is just a relaxation. And this is great if you can't sleep at night. It's a really nice relaxation to do. And I'll just let you all, I'm actually just going to mute all your microphones so that nobody is disturbed. Maybe they're already muted. Okay. All right. So I've got everybody's microphones muted. If you need to ask me something or a question after we're done, you'll have to unmute yourself. All right. So just get into your lying down position. If you don't want to lie down, you can stay seated. It's better to lie down because then you can really relax all your muscles. But it's up to you. I seem to be slipping on my bolster today. There we go. Ah, that's better. All right. So get in your comfortable position. If you have back problems, you may want to put something under your knees. It's up to you. You know your body best. If partway through the meditation you start to feel uncomfortable, please adjust yourself so that you are comfortable. So have something nearby, a cushion, a blanket, whatever you need. If you feel like you might get chilly, just make sure that you have a blanket close by. All right. So once you're lying down, just take a little breath in and exhale and completely relax your whole body. Inhale, receiving peace, love, and serenity. And exhale, releasing anything that you don't need. And just beginning with your feet, just say to yourself, I'm relaxing my feet. My feet are completely relaxed. I'm relaxing relaxing my legs. My legs are completely relaxed. Now say to yourself, I'm relaxing my buttocks. My buttocks are completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my whole back. My whole back is completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my stomach. My stomach is completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my chest. My chest is completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my hands. My hands are completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my arms. My arms are completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my shoulders. My shoulders are completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my neck. My neck is completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my scalp. My scalp is completely relaxed. I'm relaxing my face. My face is completely relaxed. I'm relaxing all of my internal organs so that my heartbeat is calm and steady, and my breath is soft and quiet. I'm relaxing my mind. My mind is completely Now allow yourself to move into that still, quiet place inside, becoming one with the ocean of peace, merging with the ocean. Allow yourself to be filled with peace and love and light, and imprint this into the cells of your body. Now say to yourself, all that I have to do is be, and all that I have to be is what I am. like to stay in this position for a little longer, you can do that. If you want to come out, just begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. And when you're ready, just bend your knees and slowly roll onto your side. And stay there for as long as you need to. And if you feel ready, with the help of your hands, just gently bring yourself up to sitting. If you'd like to stay and if you have any questions, you can stay on the call. I'll be here for a little while. Otherwise, we'll end there and you can leave as you're ready. I'll say namaste, which means the divine in me salutes the divine in you. So thank you all so much for coming today, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome.